We all love a legendary comeback, and Degree Original Cool Rush is back and better than ever. Cool Rush isn't just a scent, it's a movement, a fan favorite that delivers bold, fresh vibes and all-day sweat protection. Whether you have a man that spends hours in the gym, heads into the office early, or is just trying to stay fresh on a long day, Cool Rush has their back. Head to your local Walmart or Target and grab Degree Cool Rush, the fan favorite scent from the world's #1 antiperspirant brand.
Hi, I'm here to pick up my son Milo.
There's no Milo here.
Who picked up my son from school?
Streaming only on Peacock.
I'm gonna need the name of everyone that could have a connection.
You don't understand. It was just the 5 of us.
So this was all planned.
What are you gonna do? I will do whatever it takes to get my son back.
I honestly didn't see this coming. These nice people killing each other.
All Her Fault. A new series streaming now only on Peacock.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. Jay Kelly, the new film from Academy Award nominee Noah Baumbach. George Clooney stars as an actor confronting his past and present on a journey of self-discovery, alongside Adam Sandler as his devoted manager. Critics are calling it a declaration of love to the chaotic art of filmmaking, with the Wall Street Journal praising it as a transcendent comedy drama. Watch Jay Kelly December 5th, only on Netflix.
He's on down the road. I want to apologize in advance for how many notes I have. Because this movie we're doing today, everyone, is The Wiz.
Mm-hmm. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate.
It is 2 hours and 15 minutes long, which as soon as I saw that, Mods went, "You're kidding me." We made it through 20 minutes last night, then I fell asleep. He stayed up for 40, and then I watched it this morning.
Yeah, it didn't feel like that long while I was watching it. But I was planning on watching it last night, but since I spent 4 hours putting together a rollaway bed, then I said, I still had to review Don't Blame Me.
Oof.
So that's what I was doing. And then I went to sleep, and then I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning to watch it.
Ouch. Well, we'll get into why I thought this movie was shorter than it was longer than I remembered. And there is a specific reason why. But
because you never watched the whole thing?
No, it's partially true.
Okay.
I do want to start by saying that this movie has a perfect score on Rotten Tomatoes. 38%. Mm-hmm. It's my dream. It's perfect. It's wonderful. And we have yet another movie that Bianca Lawson, her legacy has touched.
Yes.
Because this is produced by Motown.
Mm-hmm.
Her dynasty.
Uh-huh. So The Wiz is a vibrant, soul-infused, this is how they describe it, a vibrant, soul-infused retelling of The Wizard of Oz, blending Dorothy's classic journey with Black music, culture, and style. The story follows Dorothy, a shy Harlem school teacher in the 1978 film version, who gets swept up by a magical snowstorm and transported to the fantastical land of Oz.
Starting from, when's the last time you think you saw this?
Maybe 25 years ago.
Okay, because Mats had told me he has also seen it, and we both had determined that we don't think we have seen this after the age of, probably, he said 9, I said like 11 was probably.
And surprisingly, as I was watching this and my mom came downstairs, she goes, "Oh, you're watching The Wiz?" I said, "Yep." And then she starts getting things out the refrigerator, and then she goes, "I've never seen this." What?
So who'd you see it with?
I have no clue.
Who showed it to you? That's so funny. Mats, once we did see the opening credits, Mats kept saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe Nipsey Hussle is in this movie." And I was like, the font's short. The font does make it look.
But Nipsey Hussle wouldn't even been alive.
No, he was just kidding. And he kept being like, Nipsey Hussle's killing it in this scene. I was like, you have to stop. But he loves a bit. He loves a bit.
He does love a bit.
But when looking up the cast from this, everyone's really old.
Yeah.
And it made me, I didn't know how old Diana Ross is. And it made me.
You know how old her children are.
No, I know, but you know me, I don't like to think about numbers in relative terms. And so that was, it was shocking for me when I looked up how old she was.
Yeah, she's old.
I don't like when people.
Tracee Ellis Ross is like 50 plus, and she's not even the oldest.
I know. And so when I think like that, and then I'm like, oh my God. But
the oldest is Gordy Berry.
I was shocked.
Or Gordy Berry. Barry Gordy's child.
You could switch it.
Yeah, so should we go scene by scene?
Yes, but before we get into that, we do need to note that this is written by Joel Schumacher, who, as Mott said, his legacy includes writing the worst Batman movie.
Disagree.
The one with George Clooney?
Yeah.
Mott says it's the worst.
I mean, it's bad, but I wouldn't say the worst.
Well, you know me. I don't like Batman. I don't like his voice, and I don't like it. I think his struggle is annoying. And it was directed by Sidney Lumet.
I have a book by him.
Filmography is colorful, and
you're not going to say the other things that Joel Schumacher has worked on.
I forget what it is. Joel.
I mean, he wrote Sparkle. He loves
I saw that.
A black musical.
I was a fan of the opera, which is a very white musical.
St. Elmo's Fire, Car Wash, which is also a black musical film. He also, the original Sparkle. He wrote the new version that had Whitney Houston and Jordan Sparks. Or no.
What? No, that's...
No, it is Jordan Sparks, yeah. Yeah. Jordan Sparks.
Jordan Sparks is the right place at the right fucking time.
And also the old version, the one from 1970 something, that had Irina Cara in it. So this man loves a musical.
He does. He did direct a lot of music videos too. Which,
including Man in the Mirror.
Oh, I know he did. Let me pull this up. It's just such an interesting combo.
Yeah.
Of these two white men doing this movie. He directed 12 Angry Men, Murder on the Orient Express, Guilty as Sin, Stranger Among Us, Power. I've seen none of his other movies. That's how you know that this man is directing.
His film resume goes all the way back to 1952.
His film resume goes from color to black and white.
Yeah, it does. But he was also married to Lena Horne's daughter, and Lena Horne is in this film.
Oh. Okay.
So he also has an appreciation for black culture.
So Mott's verbatim says there was not one black director could do this, and then he was like...
It's also the time.
Well, that's what I told him. I was like,
given the opportunity to.
I was like, if they wanted this made, I don't think that was even going to be an option at all.
Yep.
And then he was like, it never really crossed his mind what their relationships, both Joel Schumacher and Sidney Lumet's relationships were like with the black community. And he was like, he was like, I don't know, were they vibing? Were they? He's like, because he was like, these feel like so random, like such two random choices to make that there has to have been a tie. But now that makes sense. So I think we can go scene by scene.
Okay, so we open Thanksgiving and Dorothy is looking very awkward. I was like, what is going on here?
I was like, girl, are you invited? Like,
she did not want to help anybody.
No, I was like, did you break into this home? Like, do you know these people?
Her Aunt Em is like, be cordial, do something. You're 24, looking all of 33 years old. You're 24.
Mott's could not get past that. He said, that's not... They should have at least told her not to look so sad because she just keeps furrowing her brow.
I think that was her trying to be like innocent.
She looked like she was experiencing a level of anguish that you don't have at 24.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little too mature.
And I'm like, you're a kindergarten teacher. How are you around children all day?
I'm like, you are sucking the life out of this room.
She just looks sad.
She to be fair, she looks quite sad for the vast majority of this movie.
Mm-hmm. But she doesn't want to leave home because Aunt Em is like, you need to move out. She said, maybe
grow the fuck up.
Go get a man, go to college. No, go to college. She's already been to college. Go get a man, go teach high school, do something so you can get enough money to get out of my house.
And she's like, no, I want to stay here. She goes, you're not even sitting at the dinner table.
You don't even look like you want to be here.
No, you're just like this rain cloud in the fucking corner. And she's like, I'm loving it here. And she's like, really? Are you sure? The set deck is gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
It is. And I remember that like specifically was like just the, like all of that is just so beautiful. And as soon as they started opening their mouths to sing, Mods just goes, I hate musicals.
Then why is he sitting down?
This is 2 hours and 15 minutes of a musical. And like, you need to deal with it. But I told him, I was like, but you liked Wicked. And like, he really liked
Wizard of Oz. Like, they're all musicals.
We went to Wicked twice, Melissa, in theaters. We saw Wicked twice in theaters, and it was his idea to see it a second time because he's like, oh, we gotta take my mom and sister-in-law. And I was like, okay. And then I asked him, I was like, but you really like Wicked? And he's verbatim, I really only like Jonathan Bailey. And I was like, okay, relatable. But he said that the best parts of it was, which I think if he had watched the rest of this, he would have changed his mind. I don't think he really remembers this movie at all, because he doesn't like, which I also don't like. I don't like exposition singing. I don't like that. I can't do musicals where there is no speaking and it's just singing. No. I don't like any of that stuff. I like it when, like, if you're gonna have some of those songs, it's mixed in with ones that are like genuinely catchy. But he said he likes the humor in Wicked and all like the funny stuff.
Okay.
And he was like, I don't remember this being very funny. And I was like, I find a lot of this humorous. But again, he only watched 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
Well, his opinion means nothing.
No.
Yeah. So then after Aunt Em is like, clean these dishes because you haven't been doing anything.
Make yourself
else.
Helpful.
Right. And then Toto just takes off running.
It's a big dog.
Dog was not big. That was a small dog.
It looks like a Yorkie that's like the size of like, it looks like a sized up tiny dog. Like it looks like a big version of a tiny dog.
She was scooping that dog up with one arm.
I know, but maybe it was just really furry, but like I was like, that dog looks like do you know the American Girl doll dog?
Yeah.
It like looks like
Scotty, right?
Yes. The proportions between the doll and the dog where you're like, that's not how big a Scotty is. Like the dog is like half this. That's what that felt like to me. Like it was a small dog sized up just a little.
It looked exactly how that kind of dog is supposed to look to me. But, you know.
Maybe my childhood dog was just, I guess mine was a little more Chihuahua. It was a little more ratty.
So it takes off running, and then I guess, and we're in Harlem, just so you know. A polar vortex comes.
Well, it's a snownato. It's a snownado. That's what I wrote. Snownado.
It comes in and picks her up.
She somehow flat as a board, looks possessed.
Flies through the air. And then runs into the Oz sign. And the Oz sign knocks over, I want to say it right, Evamine?
Yeah, I think it's Evamine.
Evamine. Knocks over Evamine, who is the Wicked Witch of the East, and kills her. And we see her little feet. And then the munchkins come out of the street art, which was creepy.
Mott's literally was like, what the fuck? It is, this whole movie has an air of like, you know, like art film. Like it is like beautiful and cool, but like there is just like a level of creepiness to it and like unsettling. And it's not like bad. Like you're not like thinking something bad is going to happen, but like it's just the vibe. And that to watching them peel themselves off of cement walls and become like fully fledged people, that was wild. I was a little afraid.
Yeah, and then Miss One, the Good Witch of the North, appears and gives Dorothy the shoes, which in any iteration of The Wizard of Oz is such a bitch-ass move.
No, I need you to essentially compete in The Amazing Race with these heels.
Yes. It's totally a setup to get Dorothy to do what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
But, she gets the shoes, puts them on.
I love how every iteration, that's the one thing that's like trademarked that they can't do. So like every shoe and every different iteration of it is different.
But in the book, they are silver, I think.
Oh. These kind of looked
they
like...
They just did it in The Wizard of Oz because of because they could do it in color. Like they wanted it to pop.
What do you think the pattern on the shoes was? Because at first I thought it was maybe snakeskin, but then it kind of started looking like the shatter nail polish.
I don't think I was looking that closely.
Because it doesn't look like solid silver.
Huh.
Anyways.
Okay.
Continue on.
Yeah, so she tells her she needs the shoes to get home then, and tells her she needs to go down the yellow brick road. Dorothy then starts wandering down the street, not even really looking for the yellow brick road, and then runs into crows that are bullying a scarecrow, which is a young Michael Jackson. When he auditioned for this, was 18 years old. They actually didn't really want him for the film because at this point he was like a boy band member. He wasn't Michael Jackson, the icon that we know today. And they were like, he's a Vegas act. We don't want him.
It's so wild to hear his voice, like, because it's so undoubtedly him.
Mm-hmm.
And to have it be like he was kind of like a long shot casting for this, that I'm just like, and his voice is like so fucking, I'm like, that's so wild.
Good. And he was so charismatic in this
Oh my God,
role.
yeah. Performer.
Uh-huh.
Like fantastic performer.
Yeah. And so Dorothy helps him down. Also, I want to note, which we didn't talk about, but Diana Ross forced herself into this role. She was too old. And in my research, I found that Berry Gordy also didn't want her for this role either. And she really went above his head to get herself into this role because they wanted Stephanie Mills, who originated the role on Broadway. She also was age appropriate. At the time, she was also dating Michael Jackson, allegedly. But also Michael Jackson and Diana Ross are very close friends too.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, well, she has more star power and we can probably get more money if we get Diana Ross. So
yeah, she called
the
studio and they said, we'll greenlight the film and we'll fund the whole thing.
Yeah.
If you do it. I want to know why she wanted to do it so badly. Like,
and she had done other because this was produced by Motown Pictures. Mm-hmm. And she'd done Mahogany and Lady Sings the Blues, which were also under. And also there was another film that they never released that she was done. So I just think she felt like because it was the studio or the production company she essentially helped build, she was like, nah, this is mine.
I wonder if she like saw it and was like, I love this. I want to do it. And like, It was just that. And it's the exact opposite would happen now. Like you would only ever do a casting like Diana Ross. You would never do the casting of the original person who's playing it on Broadway.
Yeah. And word on the street, the Detroit streets, from people's grandmothers is nobody liked her. Because
Diana?
She's always been very pushy like this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. I like my divas. Diva'd.
Yeah, me too.
Like
me too. I think she did a great job. I just did not buy her as a 24-year-old.
No. I did wonder if they were trying to age her up, and then they said 24, and I said, okay, no, we're just staying right here. I did at one point say, it feels like I'm on drugs, and Mott said, all musicals feel like that.
Yeah, they do.
Also, tell me if I'm wrong, but in her physical comedy and her facial expressions, if I squinted, it was giving Tall Eartha Kitt vibes. Specifically when she's doing her run, all of that kind of stuff. And I haven't seen her act in other things.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so curious if this was like a character choice for this role, or if this is like the physical and like the physicality she brings to like everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, did you watch or?
I do feel like she studied somebody.
That's what I was curious.
She was very animated.
Mm-hmm.
She was not like posing for the camera that some people do. Like she was not trying to look good for the camera. She was putting her old cunt in this.
Yes, and that's what I wonder, because like that, there's something about like someone acting from their toes to their fingertips. I think like Earth, like she's just the physicality of it, and that's why she's also was so fucking good in animated movies, because like you can hear the voice moving. And I was like, did you watch? And I like wasn't sure about like the timeline. I'm like, did you like? Would you have gotten to like? Because that's what it gave it like she went to like. And I mean this kindly, like she went to like circus school. Like she went to like something that did that.
She was bopping around a lot, but it looked really good.
It looked so good. And it's like such, not like a choice that I would have like thought to make. And I was just so impressed with her physicality in this, because like the world is so stagnant and deserted and abandoned. And she like quite literally flails her way through and like brings life into it. And I just thought it was like, such a cool choice, and I don't know how she decided to make it, but the whole time I was like, oh my God, this feels like a tall Eartha Kitt, like bounding in here. But I was impressed. I was really impressed with her. I was like very impressed with her.
Yeah,
she proved to them like, okay, sure, might be a little too old.
Well,
but
critics didn't think so,
which I don't fucking agree with. And I went to Letterboxd and I said, okay, they're my people. I found them.
Yeah. So then we get Ease on Down the Road, which I feel like is the most iconic song from this film. And then they come across the Tin Man, played by Nipsey Russell.
And Nipsey Hussle's killing it in this role.
And of course, he wants a heart. And I should note that Michael Jackson is made out of, or the Scarecrow is made from trash.
No, they keep saying garbage.
He goes,
I have no brain. And then she gasped. She goes, oh, garbage. And I was like, ooh, ouch.
And then she takes off his hat. He takes off his hat, and it's just little stringies there, which was sad.
No, there's a level of melancholy to this movie.
The Tin Man is also made out of tin trash as well. They don't say it, but like he's made from like a
Scrap
Budweiser
metal.
can.
Yeah.
And other soup cans and things. And he, of course, wants a heart. They put some oil on him. He gets loosened up.
Gets lubed up.
And then they come across a lion statue. And the eyes are just moving in the statue. And then the Cowardly Lion busts through it, played by Ted Ross. And I like that his actual name is Fleetwood Coupe de Ville.
And I like that we found that out.
Yeah. We go down to the haunted subway station.
Okay.
Which was terrifying.
So I go on Letterboxd because I'm like loving this, and I'm like, this is so fun. This is gorgeous. I do wonder what time of year they filmed this, because the costumes have to be, someone is hot and someone is freezing. Because she's in a little like slipped like skirt and a short little top, and they are in not only like they're in like covered in face, hair, everything. And I was like, my God. But on Letterboxd, everybody was talking about the subway scene, and I was like, what is this? Like, I don't know what this is. And I'm deeply unsure of what they're referencing until it happened. And it is, in fact, my first time having seen this. So every adult has skipped this scene when I was a child, because it is so unsettling that even the adults were like,
I don't remember it either.
I think it must have been like one of those things that they like parents are just like you just know, or the adults know to just skip this part, because I can imagine if I watched it as a kid in general, like even the graffiti coming alive, like I was like, this is like, I don't know how I watched this as a kid. This is quite scary. But I do think if the subway scene had happened, I would have not finished the movie as a kid.
But I also found the original Wizard of Oz terrifying as well.
So scary.
And when when I was at one of my babysitters, we would always have it on. And I'm like, first of all, this is way too long. This takes up the whole day. And second, this is scary.
Scary. I agree with you. I do have to say, when they find the Tin Man, I wonder if this is where my fascination and obsession with abandoned amusement parks came in. Because like that's the setting of this. And I love that stuff. And I was like, oh, maybe this is where it came from. I wrote down that it feels slow in a good way. Like it adds to like the realism of the movie, because it feels like she's like waking up in an alternate universe versus like Oz, where like Oz is like this in Wicked is this everything is different. Like, everything is so different. This is, like, different, but, like, not so different. Like, it's, like, literally set in New York. They filmed in New York. Like, it is all of that. And I think that part's so cool. And I think specifically that aspect of it would make it, I think this would have done a lot better today. Like, because I think of, like, weird movies like Poor Things and, like, all of that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh, it feels like you go to bed and then you wake up in your same bed in a completely different world, but it is like a post-apocalyptic, but not like kind of vibe. And I'm like, I think this would have like killed with like concept directors and people who like that kind of stuff, which makes me sad because this movie itself it's still really good, but I don't think a lot of people know, like a lot of white people don't know it.
Yeah, a lot of white people. It's considered a cult classic now, and Black people love this film, so.
It's so good.
So in the subway, the Scarecrow's getting eaten by the trash cans because he is trash.
And they said, smells like one of us.
And the Tin Man gets electrocuted by the intercom wires.
Which I was like, take a step. Just move. Like, how'd they hook you?
Magic. No, witchcraft.
Practical effects.
And then the lion saves them. Not so cowardly, are we now?
Not so cowardly.
And Dorothy also gets closed in by the subway tile columns, which I was like, run.
She can't. She has to flail. She's too busy flailing. She's too busy flapping her arms and her legs.
They escape everything, and then they, which I like the interpretation of this, they go to the Poppy Girls, who are ladies of the night, and sprinkle Dorothy and the lion with some glitter, which is the poppies. And they get entranced by all of this. And then the Tin Man cries over them to wake them up, which I'm like, why is he not rusty again?
That's a good question. They kind of go in and out of whether it's important for him to be rusted up or not.
Yeah. They finally make it to Emerald City. And I really like this scene.
I loved this scene so much. It reminded me of the Beyonce Oscars performance, the monochromatic one. And I think we need to use monochromatic like in more shit. Like it's just the shift. Like they all were like, everybody was like made of water. Like it was just like this like sexy dance. It was just glamorous and beautiful. And also like, again, location wise, I'm like, I've seen action movies set at this exact same location. And you just are, it was just so, they also look like a music box, like just like going around. It was just visually so interesting.
Yeah. And I also like how we hear the wizard over an intercom or TV. And it shows how much control he has because whenever he says a color, then everything changes. Their clothes change. The song changes. It was just great.
It's just so cool. Like every shot, and I wrote this down, which I think was so interesting, is that the way that it's filmed is not filmed like a musical. Like it's filmed like a drama. Like it's a lot of like just not steady cam shots, just like still shots of like different vantage and viewpoints from that. So you kind of just feel like you're observing, which is what Dorothy's doing, is observing. So like I just think that was like so cool. And when you have like just still shots like that, you're able to like crush it with like the set and everything and all these other moving pieces as opposed to the camera moving. And I just thought it was just like you could pause at any point and I'm like, oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah, it's so good. We get a little cameo by Quincy Jones too on the piano. And you know, without Michael Jackson being in this movie, we may not get his discography that we get after this because Michael Jackson told Quincy Jones, like, I'm looking for a producer for my solo stuff. And he was like, do you have any recommendations? And Quincy Jones was so enthralled by his work ethic that he was like, I'll produce it. And then we get Writings on the Wall and Thriller and Bad because of that.
And stylistically, you can hear that in these songs. And specifically for the music in this, like, standalone, the music is fucking phenomenal.
It's so good.
The music is just, it's so good. Like, they don't even have to do all that they're doing visually, but like, it just makes it cooler because like the songs are standalone so good. And it's one of the few musicals that I think the songs don't need context to be good. They don't need an explanation. You don't need to like understand what's going on. But then they also simultaneously fit perfectly in the in the actual production, because sometimes it's like, this is why I don't like jukebox musicals, where it's like, oh, we just pick a popular song, throw it in here, and I'm like, okay, well then it doesn't really make sense for the story. You're making the story make sense for the song. This, it's like it propels it forward, but like if you played the song, some people would just think it's a Michael Jackson song. They would have no idea it's from The Wiz, and that is like such a, and like I love other musicals. I love Legally Blonde. Those songs are like, you put it on, very clearly someone's like, is this from the musical Legally Blonde? But like, I just think it's so, it's so impressive. It's so fucking impressive.
And then we have the wizard who has a human-sized camera on Dorothy, spots her shoes and requests to see her. Wizard is played by Richard Pryor. And he's like, I just want you. And she's like, no, I want my friends to come with me too. And he says no. Also, the people in Oz are like, ooh, you're so special. Like they're saying
like,
things.
Can I take you home
Can
tonight?
I take you home tonight? I said, whoa.
I know she looks 33. She's only 24.
And they were like, we've been waiting for years. Okay, well, you're going to have to keep waiting. Keep practicing your dance numbers. Those are great.
Yeah, wonderful.
So, they get inside, and then he asks Dorothy asks everybody for everything that everybody wants, her to get home, Lion courage, Scarecrow a brain, and they keep saying brains.
Which I'm like, maybe you need one for yourself too. Not multiple, just one.
Yeah. And he said, I'll give you all that for your shoes. And she says, no. And I said, why?
Well, okay, this part didn't make sense to me because she says the witch tells her to not take off the shoes that will help her get home. Honey, I would have interpreted that as I get to trade the shoes for a ticket home. I would have been like, this is the moment that I've been waiting for.
Yes, she literally told you, go to the Yellow Brick Road, go see the wizard, he will get you home.
And
you
then
were
says,
at the wizard.
Don't take those shoes off. You need those shoes. I'm thinking because I got a trade with the wizard. And her being like, no. And I was like, oh, I would have failed that because I would have grossly misunderstood then.
Yes. So she asks if she can do anything else. And he's like, yeah, go to Eveline and kill her. And she's just okay with that.
I do have to say, her gauge of like what is acceptable and what is not is a little bit skewed. Like, she is absolutely aghast by the crows being mean to Scarecrow. She's horrified by that. But by the time the Tin Man comes around, she's very chill. Like, and I'm like, okay, you're a little too calm.
Yeah.
And then the Cowardly Lion comes out, and then she's real brave. And I was like, okay, this feels like our sense of danger and worry is mismatched to the circumstance or situation,
right? Which
we do get into when she is there.
Yes, and also like a few minutes before, when they were all the Munchkins were all applauding her for killing the other witch, she was like, "I've never killed anybody in my life," and now she's ready just to go kill somebody.
Now she's like, "No, I'm actually a hardened killer."
So then they go to a sweatshop. And the flying monkeys are there, but they're on like no, before we even get to the sweatshop. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't they? Hold on.
No, she's trying to go to them, and then she gets wind of her plan, and so then the flying monkeys bring her to her.
Yes. That's exactly what happens. So yeah, first we meet Mabel King, who's playing Eveline in the sweatshop. We also see like the Poppy Girls and the crows checking in for work, I guess. And Eveline gets word that Dorothy is coming to kill her. So then she sends
hit on her.
Yeah. And then she sends the flying monkeys, who are on motorcycles. They don't actually fly. to take her out.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like in a shipyard.
It is giving that.
Yeah. So
I have to say, I do think a lot of this shared location with Madam Web, and I'm being fully serious.
I haven't seen it, so I can't.
Well, soon.
Yeah. So they're there. They're hiding. The four of them and Toto are hiding from the monkeys, which they might have gotten away with it. They all jump into a big box. But then Dorothy's like, "Where's Toto?" And she stands up and yells his name. And he comes over and jumps in with them.
Her concern for Toto when during ease on down the road, she quite literally almost left him behind as she eased on down the road.
When they're in Oz, Toto is nowhere to be seen until the wizard's head shows up. I was like, y'all shot this so...
No,
like,
and Toto
as they're walking in, that's when Toto shows up. I'm like, where has Toto been this whole time?
Toto's really fulfilling his role as an off-leash dog, being like, where the fuck is that dog? And then it in moments appears. And also, Toto's not big enough, and she doesn't have a purse. I know that Toto's not being like in a tote bag.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
So the flying monkeys close in on them, take them to Eveline, and separates everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Hangs the lion by his tail. Dismembers the scarecrow.
That one was fucking crazy.
Yeah, but he's like, I can't feel anything because I'm trash. He also doesn't have a brain, so there's no central nervous system going on.
I know.
And then the Tin Man gets steamed.
Panini pressed him.
Yeah. And
Fully
then
panini pressed.
And then Eveline asks, do you want sauerkraut or mustard
on your
hot dog?
And that's where Dorothy draws the line.
Yes.
She just watched her friends get dismembered, ripped apart piece by piece, quite literally folded between a George Foreman and then someone who is hanging involuntarily in a Mission Impossible sort of stance from the tail. And then it's like, we're going to put your dog in this vat of hot, whatever the fuck is in there. It's hot. And she's like, no. And the even more shocking to me is her friends, who again have been dismembered and smushed, are like, yeah, we draw the line there too. Mm-hmm. I would have been like, I'm sorry, you just let me get literally sawed in half, and that was okay, but now the dog? And they're like, no, she's gotta save Toto. It is giving Cheetah Girls. It's giving Toto in the manhole.
Yep. Then the Scarecrow points out that there is a fire alarm above them, which I'm like, why has nobody that works here ever pulled this?
Because the spell.
Oh, right. You're right. So Dorothy, in this, Eveline's like, take off your shoes too. So Dorothy sits down, starts taking her shoes off, which I thought this was an interesting camera choice, that they don't show the shoes at all while she's about to take them off.
No.
And so, quick thinking, she jumps up, pulls the alarm.
Flails up.
And the sprinkler system goes off, which I'm also like, for the Wicked Witch, why would, this is her sweatshop. She knows that she can't be around water.
OSHA. She's got OSHA. She's got OSHA codes to
this is
keep up
her
with.
sweatshop.
Yeah, in New York, and she still has OSHA to report to.
And so why would she have this? But anyway.
My bigger question is, that exists not just to be pulled. It exists as an emergency system if it gets too hot in there, and you have a boiling vat of hot. I have to assume the sprinkler should have automatically already gone off. There's fire in here.
So Dorothy jumps up, pulls the alarm. We get the I'm melting scene, but she doesn't say it.
I'm allergic to water!
Melts and goes into the hole in her throne, which we're supposed to think that she's melting.
It's very porta potty-esque.
Yes. And then the spell is broken. Everyone's cheering. They peel off their mask. Full body mask.
Yeah, and then they're in their skivvies.
Yeah.
We've got yellow bikinis and yellow Speedos. And I, again, have to question who was uncomfortable temperature-wise, because we do have someone who is in a full furry lion suit.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got dozens of dancers.
Yeah. Just
in
naked.
loincloths.
But this is a great dance number.
Oh my God, beautiful dance number.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the dancing in this is just phenomenal. And I have to, like, give kudos to the costume department because the way that the costumes are designed just accentuates it. Like, even the Scarecrow pants, I was like, barrel pants, so trendy.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it specifically adds to the choreography that he does. And I just thought it was all, like, so smart.
And then the flying monkeys give them a ride back to Oz, to the wizard. And they find the wizard sleeping on a cot. His name is Herman Smith. He's just a regular man.
Mm-hmm.
A washed-up politician from Atlantic City, which is so specific. And he said which is, true to the Oz story, he accidentally got there from a hot balloon. And so people thought that he was magical because of that. So then the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Lion are all distraught because they'll never receive their brain and Dorothy can't go home. But then she points out that, Scarecrow, you have a brain because you were the one that told me to pull the alarm. He's also been saying smart things this whole trip. And Tin Man, you have a heart, like you're very caring. And Lion, you saved us, like you've always been courageous. Then Dorothy realizes that they've all had all these things, but she can never get home. But then we get Glinda, the Good Witch, played by Lena Horne, and the floating babies in the background.
And she is performing the way that I want behind the scenes. I have to assume, in a harness in a room made of entirely of giant sequins. And she's delivering the vocal performance of a fucking century.
Yeah.
I have goosebumps just talking. Like, it is... Visually, it's insane. Like, visually, this is what the movie Rocket Man was supposed to be. Like, it is gorgeous. And she's just... And, of course, Diana's crying because she's crying the whole movie. But you have to. And you hear... Like, I genuinely think that, like, it would be like in a comic where someone has like such bad breath that it like burns off your eyebrows or your eyelashes. Like, I think if I was standing in front of her and she's saying, I think I would be bald by the end. Like, it's a level of power.
I would be like Eveline. I would have fell into a hole because, like, I can't exist at the same time as this woman.
It's insane. It's so fucking good and beautiful. Like, it's beautiful. It just looks gorgeous.
I want to know where these Gen X babies are today.
I was curious if these are like crew members, like crew babies, like where? Because it's not CGI.
No.
So I'm like, these are individual babies. Like, who are these babies?
Oh, so yeah, she's giving the performance of a lifetime, as Meghan said, and tells Dorothy, if you just click your heels together, you'll be able to get home.
And she said it like she was an idiot. And I was like,
yeah.
No one told her this.
No, but again, this was all a setup just so that she could kill
people.
And so she clicks her heels together, first she sings Home, which she also is giving a great performance for this. And we are seeing all her memories of the past hour. And then met at the end by Aunt Em and Uncle, I forgot the uncle's name.
No.
Uncle. Yeah, it's Henry.
Henry. Okay.
Yep. Seeing Aunt Em, Uncle Henry. She clicks her little heels. And then we're back in Harlem in the snow. And her and Toto run inside.
Yeah. I forgot about the ending. It just is like, and we're over. It's done. Because my question is, and I think I kind of feel this way of like every iteration of this, is like, what was Oz like before? And like, what are you leaving it at? Like, because when she's saying her goodbyes, these people do not say. I'm like, can you not bring a lion and bring? I'm so curious because I know
they can't exist in the real world.
No, I know, but I know that like Eveline is the like she's the crux of like what's causing all. But I'm like, but what was it like? And I also want to see a bird's eye view. Like, how long did it take you to get to all these different places?
But then also, like, in The Wizard of Oz, they're usually the Lion, Tin Man, Scarecrow are usually played by people that are in her real life.
Yeah.
But it wasn't in this iteration.
No. And that's what I'm like, and they just seemed so miserable. And like, also, where do they get food? Like, the logistics of it, it's so destitute and it's like so abandoned, which like, again, in these movies, like once the curse is lifted, the whole town becomes Technicolor, all of that kind of stuff. But like, we don't see it in that like scope. Like we see it like in that exact room. But I'm just like, because again, like the people of Oz in Wicked or whatever, like there are people who are living like lavishly and then people who are clearly not. That's like the whole premise of this. But like, it feels so much like fake in the sense that like it's like a stage. Like it is just a performance in that way. And I'm like, so what happens when you leave? What happened? Like, what is Oz now? Like what? Right. And I think like weirdly enough, like I think you could do a sequel to The Wiz because I'm like, you have so much that they've covered, but like it's so zoomed in that you don't see the bigger picture of it. And I'm like so curious what that would have been.
Yeah, I would love to see that. What do you think Dorothy does? Does she go home and then like
teach high school is her like big thing of being like, look how different I am now?
Leaves?
That's I to me, I'm like, she's got to go on a date. She's got such big virgin energy. Like, my gosh. But like,
I can take you home tonight.
Yeah.
Come home with me.
She's like, what? And like Aunt Time's like, fuck. Like, oh my God, grow the fuck up. But yeah, I do wonder, I'm like, how is she different and changed? Because like they all kind of go through, the rest of the characters like go through like, oh, you know, you've changed me, like all of this kind of stuff. But like the Tin Man specifically, I'm like, that's Coney Island and that is like completely post-apocalyptic. And now where does Tin Man go back to? Maybe
now that the spell is broken and people have free will, then everybody just rebuilds the city.
Yeah.
And then, but like, why did the wizard stay there?
No, I just go back. And he's like, I can't. My mom will be disappointed. I'm like, how long have you been here? Mom might not be around anymore.
Yeah, you're no spring chicken there.
No, you're getting up there. I think you're fine. Think she's good.
Right. And if we stick with the Wicked timeline, you're old as hell because that's your daughter.
Exactly. But weirdly enough, one of my final thoughts was this really reminds me of the Snow Globe Ashanti Christmas movie.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's a fantastic one. But she like goes and like lives in this snow globe in a way that like I would like to see the sequel like that, because then she gets out of the snow globe and then guess what happens? The snow globe starts coming to her. And the things from inside the snow, like,
what?
Sorry. Yeah. So it's a Christmas movie and she like, you know, it's one of those premises where she's like got this beautiful snow globe and she's like, I wish I could just live in this, which is like not a thing anybody fucking says. Like, who wants to do that? But it's like in her mind, she's created this like perfect reality that like exists in this like 3-inch thing that like these.
She made fanfic out of her.
She's really creative.
Okay.
And so then it happens, like, you know, we'll magic Christmas switch and she's there and it's like beautiful and she loves it. And then after a while, it's like, okay, this is kind of getting like a little too fake perfect. Like it's not being real. And then she like finally escapes from the snow globe and she was like, okay, cool. But then like people from the snow globe and like aspects of that life start like seeping into her real life. And then she was like, wait, how do I do this? And that to me is like a good, like, instead of someone going to Oz starts happening here. Like Ozian things start happening here. And I was like, that would be cool.
Yeah.
My other takeaway was, why did my very white elementary school do this play
instead of The Wizard of Oz?
Yes.
Actually, not surprised. You're very culturally appropriating
so
community.
True.
Did this? Oh my gosh. Shocking. Groundbreaking.
There are so many, but they also heavily edited it. Like, as I was thinking about it, like, there were things that I remember from the movie that I'm like, we definitely didn't do that. Like, you do a condensed, obviously you do different versions for different ages of time. Like, it's different times, like different how long the runtime is or whatever. And so for elementary school, it's the shortest. You do the most condensed version of it. But I don't know. I was just like, I remember most of but no, I don't even remember all of the songs. That I'm like, I think about the poppies part. I think we might have almost cut the entirety of that.
Yeah. I mean, no matter what version, the poppies are drugs. So
Yes.
I feel like you're going to need to cut that.
Yes.
It's opium.
We were munchkins. We weren't dressed like that. I don't think. And we had lines. Like, we spoke. And, like, not many of them spoke. Yeah, we're just doing lines and lines and lines and lines. I also made a fan cast for a remake.
Okay, let's hear it. Are they age appropriate?
Well, I'm so glad you brought that up. Because to stick with tradition, for Dorothy, we're going to cast Bianca Lawson.
Bro, no.
Yes. She's perfect because...
Can she sing? I've never heard her sing.
By the way, that's actually deeply irrelevant to my fan cast. I know some of these people can. Others, I have blind faith in.
I feel like she should be able to sing, but I've never heard her sing.
That's how everyone I casted is. I go, if they can't sing, that's really embarrassing for them. They should be able to do it.
Like, with her familial legacy.
Then maybe she's adopted. Like, there's no way. Genetically, there's just no way she doesn't have any something musical in her. And if you opposed to that.
I do oppose. She's way too old.
No, that's the point.
No,
but also she plays high school.
Way too old.
So I knew you would oppose to this.
Okay.
So I also said China Anne McClain.
Okay. Also, can she sing?
Yes.
Does she sing
that's why I picked her.
On the Disney Channel?
She sings and she dances.
Okay.
And she acts. And she also has a little bit of like certain performances of her. She does carry that same like constantly looking like she's about to cry kind of vibe. So if we're keeping again with the original.
Okay. There's also like a million of them, so you can pick any one of her siblings.
Oh yeah. So depending on when we get this made, who's the best age? And then for the Wicked Witch of the East, Divine Joy Randolph. I don't know if she sings, but she has the right energy, and I believe she can sing because I think she's on the East Coast, and usually that indicates theater. And
yeah,
you
they've
can
been theater. Yeah.
So now we have Motz's pick. This was quite literally in the very beginning, and he paused and he said, if you do it, this person has to play at some point. And he, for Glinda, he wants Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Okay.
And I said, he was like, I could just picture her singing it. And I was like, yeah, that's good. Then, truthfully, this person actually has their pick of whatever role they want to play. And side note, I do think this person could do an entire one-person show playing every single role. But I'm casting them as a scarecrow, and that is Janelle Monáe.
Okay.
Don't you think?
She just did. What'd she do for Halloween?
Did she?
I think she. Hold on. I think she did a character.
She could do. She could play every role in this.
She did Cat in the Hat, but gives the same energy.
Same vibe.
She did so many. She does
like all through the month.
Yeah. Like a carnival worker. She was a vampire.
Don't you think you could see
Beetlejuice?
Like a one-person show? Like
she could do the whole thing.
So if that's not the role that she wants, if she wants to pick something else, she can quite literally have anything. Yeah. And in that case, if she doesn't want Scarecrow, I'm casting Scarecrow as Elijah Kelly. And then I looked it up after, and in the fucking Wiz Live from 2015, guess who played Scarecrow? Elijah Kelly.
I know.
Call me a goddamn fucking casting director. I was like, wowee. And then for the Tin Man, Coleman Domingo.
Yeah. That was a given.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
No, he is the lion in Wicked.
True. So speaking of the lion, so I specifically have a this is not going to be like canon. Like this is like a typical performance. I don't want this I want this person to bring them to the role. I want them to bring what they bring to their other roles. Titus Burgess. That's who I want as the lion. I almost said Titus Andromedon, which is his character in the show. I want him to bring, like, he would be so, like, the funny parts would be so funny, and, like, I just, like, that would be perfect.
I can see it. Yep.
I want Toto to be played by the biting squirrel from San Rafael. I want, and now I have The Wiz. The casting of The Wizard. I have 4 different options.
Okay.
We're going to start with the, like, least unhinged. Lakeith Stanfield, I think, would be quite good in the vibe of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think he might be a little too nonchalant, though.
I think the wizard is alarmingly nonchalant, and, like, that makes it a little more unsettling to me.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. If you're afraid of showantness,
and I love
crazier.
Lakeith. I just want to put that on record. I just don't know if it's the right energy.
Then I said if we wanted to get cunty with it, Tiana Taylor.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Or Trammell Tillman. Love that man. And then my unhinged casting. You said someone's a little too nonchalant. Let me tell you about chalant. Steve Harvey.
I can see it.
Exactly.
I hate it, but I also can see it.
Like, I'm sorry, you're telling me that this man is a washed up politician from New Jersey? Yeah. Hello? Steve Harvey would crush that role.
Yeah.
I'm picturing Steve Harvey on that little cot. I'm dead. Like, that's so fucking funny. So that is my...
What about Aunt Em?
I wasn't
got a big singing.
I know. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if
stick with Stephanie Mills. She can still.
Okay, perfect. That's great. Because I was like, I don't know. Because really, all she does is that one song. So I was like, it has to be someone who can sing, and I'm not entirely sure. But that's my fan casting. I truly think that if this was like done now with these people, I think it would it would be fantastic. I don't know who would direct it.
I do. Debbie Allen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And you know who's going to be at just cheering on with his own tiny dog in his purse?
Who?
Someone. I'm pretty sure he credits her as like his hero, like his like number one favorite. Kenny Ortega.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It would be so good. I need to watch the live version. Mott's won't watch it with me.
It's so good.
By the way, so in looking at that, I did stumble upon some more Fox and NBC, because Fox stole it from NBC, live musical productions, and I know that is your special interest, your forte. You love those. I do need to know where you draw the line, because there are two. There's one that I knew of and I'd blocked out, but then there's another that I quite literally didn't know existed, and I can't believe it did. What are your thoughts on The Sound of Music starring Carrie Underwood? And the real Von Trapp family said, beautiful gowns. I don't think that girl can act. Please don't cast her.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Okay, now the one that I had no idea existed, and I have to assume they have in fact buried it because nobody wants to remember it existed. Peter Pan, starring Christopher Walken as Captain Hook and Allison Williams as Peter Pan.
It was incredible.
You're kidding.
Was incredible.
I don't believe
you. It was incredible.
We just have that girl from Girls up there. Like, the poster of it is crazy.
Well, Peter Pan is usually, when it's on stage, it's
played by a woman.
By a woman. I saw this at an old friend's house. We were a little tipsy while we watched it.
Okay.
Christopher Walken does his signature dance stylings.
Perfect. How does he sing, by the way?
It's decent. It's not good.
Well, is it the same that he sings in Hairspray? Does he have just one way to sing?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's always in that voice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was not the greatest in the world, but it was entertaining.
Can Allison Williams sing?
I don't.
Does Peter sing?
It wasn't memorable if she did.
That wig was very memorable to me. She looks like Justin Bieber.
Yeah. I mean, she's too big to be playing. It's usually played by a very petite.
And I mean this with kindness, she is twice the length that she's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
It really does look like an adult is just on a bungee ride. It was
a like so bad that it's good type thing.
Oh, you know that's the way this sounds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
Shocked.
I distinctly remember Captain Hook doing this little leg thing, and then we were mocking it the rest of the night.
Is there any that you haven't seen?
What else are there?
Let's see.
I saw the Little Mermaid one was great. Yeah,
you always talk about how Vanessa Hudgens had overcome so much.
That was Grease.
Oh, sorry. My bad. She is in fact in both.
Mm-hmm.
You've obviously seen Hairspray live. Oh, did you watch The Little Mermaid?
Yeah. I just said that. Little Mermaid was great.
Annie?
Queen Latifah's in that one, I believe.
Queen Latifah's in a lot of these.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast? That was 2022.
No, I didn't watch that one.
Jesus Christ Superstar?
Yes.
Sorry, is that John Legend?
John Legend is in a couple of them, too. I think he's in Little Mermaid one.
No, more importantly, did you watch The Grinch?
Of course I watched The
With
Grinch.
Matthew Morrison?
Yeah.
Wow. I hosted the live stream for the Christmas Story Live, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so this all started with the first one ever in 1957.
Yeah,
Cinderella.
they've been doing them forever. The Peter Pan one, I remember watching.
Wait, it's Julie Andrews.
Yeah.
I
remember
realize.
watching an old black and white Peter Pan one at my grandparents' house.
What's Come From Away?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. There's no way this is on Apple TV. I was like, with love, they're not putting this on Fox. It's 7,000 people are stranded in the small town of Gander, Newfoundland. And I was like, no way. Wait. Oh my God, it's about 9/11. No.
No. Why would
No.
you do that?
No, I don't need a Canadian take on 9/11 and make it a musical. Passengers and locals process what happens while finding hope in unlikely bonds. That's why it's on
What
Apple.
year was it?
2021.
Too soon.
And again,
I don't think anybody should be making anything about 9/11 into everybody that witnesses it's dead.
I just think, I don't know. It's like your friend saying, it's like you saying your grandma sucks, and then your friend saying your grandma sucks, and it's like no, only I can say that. Like I think people directly affected by it can be like, make your jokes, say your things, all that kind of stuff, and specifically people who lived. But this idea that it's like, oh, we're stranded in Newfoundland, and like, how are we going to deal with this? Maybe they're supposed to be American, but it's like it has 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is way too high. Oh, apparently it's like very sentimental.
Yuck.
Mm-hmm. Expect woe and warmth in equal measure.
No.
That's really not the way to sell me on it. But yeah, so I think maybe that's just like the staged, like the filming of it, like they're doing with Merrily We Roll Along. Like they just filmed the production. What about Waitress? That is 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Waitress is great.
Sarah Bareilles.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is that?
And she played it on.
Yeah.
Broadway.
So is that just a staged recording, or that's another like just live production for TV?
Yep.
Okay. Well, what do you want next from that?
From a musical?
Live TV musical.
I just want them to surprise me. I don't want.
You guys, she's not kidding. She really just wholeheartedly loves these.
Yeah. Like, I would say Dreamgirls, but they're about to do it on Broadway, so we need space in between, but
Coco Jones can play all three.
Loretta Devine was like, why are they doing it? She also didn't want them to do the movie, and but then was the only one that showed up like to be in the movie itself. And,
no, I love when someone complains and like still it does everything.
Yeah, but then she was like she wanted to actually play the girls' mothers, and Cheryl Lee was like, no, we're too young for that when they're not.
I was like, no, we're young. We're young.
Yeah, and so that's what she wanted, like all of them to play their actual mothers in that beginning scene. And when nobody would do it with her, then she was like, okay, I'll be in this other scene. But then she was like, why am I singing this sad ass song? Like, she's just complaining about everything.
I love that. I love when people complain and still do it.
Yeah, and now she's like, why are they doing... Why don't these young people have their own thing?
Fair.
Yeah.
It is a good question. I would love to see... Well, they're doing a Legally Blonde show. That one I think you could actually do pretty good because it's college. Like, I think that's a pretty easy set to do.
Yeah, and Legally Blonde has been... in so many different formats. I'm fine with that being on TV. And
also, in general, the musical is like the least popular version of it, and like it's like grossly underrated. Like it's quite good. Cats, The Lion King.
When you said Cats, I was thinking about but you didn't watch Kimmy Schmidt, did you?
No, but I've seen bits and pieces.
There's this joke in Kimmy Schmidt how like Cats is you don't like audition for Cats.
Yeah.
You just
You have a
become
time
part
in
of
your
the
life.
show.
Yeah.
And so Titus just goes to Cats a few times until he becomes part of it. And so when you said him as the lion, I was picturing him in his Cats costume.
To be good. I also really want to see, and I haven't seen this musical, so part of me wants them to put it on TV so I can just watch it, is Shucked.
I haven't seen that. I'm also not familiar with it.
It just sounds like conceptual wise really interesting to me, and it won. I think they're doing a tour of it now, and it's coming here, and I'm like, I want to see it. But like, it won a good amount of stuff. But it is, it's about a young woman named Maisie who travels from her small insular community to Tampa to find a corn doctor when the town's corn crop, the source of the economy and identity, begins to die. Like, to me, I'm like, that's such a weird concept for a musical.
Fuck.
And it won all these Tonys. And I'm like, I gotta see it then. Like,
okay.
Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, that
I
makes
know
no
what
sense.
I want.
What?
Death Becomes Her, which I know is on Broadway right now, but I could do it. I can do either one. And just have the Broadway cast make one that I can see.
That's, yeah. I could see them doing Hades Town once that, I guess maybe they wait until it's not as big.
Mm-hmm.
I could have seen them doing Beetlejuice as like a Wednesday crossover vibe, like to get people into spooky vibe. I don't like his voice. I also don't like the costume.
Is disgusting. He's hitting on a child the whole movie, and he's nasty.
Her mom's dead.
I even though that is something that they try to really push on us on the like mid to early millennials, they even had like a cartoon that was about Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
And it was very different from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I'm surprised they haven't done Mary Poppins.
Have they not?
No. Oh my God, or Chicago.
Chicago's a little
Too
risque.
Sexy.
Yeah.
What about Singing in the Rain?
I
guess
feel like
West
Singing
Side
in the
Story
Rain
is
is a
too
little
much, too.
old. You know, like, I don't know if it still would translate.
No, I'm just surprised they
you.
didn't do that after like Cinderella. Like, it feels like one of the ones they would have done. Oh, Bye Bye Birdie. Bye Bye Birdie's actually quite good. Well, it's about the war, so maybe not. I guess forgot a lot of musicals are like, you know, topical and poignant. Oliver.
Mm-hmm. And that one's like depressing.
Well, there's a lot of sex work in it.
Yeah.
The Producers, Too Gay.
Too
God,
Gay.
I love it. So
I would love it, but I
would
just
love
don't,
it so
because they try
much.
to make them very so that children will watch it too.
Yeah. Fame. That's also kind of dark, but you could fix it to not be dark. Fame, you could really fix to not be dark.
Well, then you just get Debbie Allen to do
Yeah.
it.
I love Fame.
Should I say it?
No.
Okay.
Just don't. Is it bad?
Not necessarily bad.
Okay, what is it?
It's just that, you know, like we talk about people in their older age.
No,
Debbie
that's what I was
Allison.
worried you're going to say.
But like their mom lived, like their mom just died this
also,
year.
I literally just saw a video of Debbie Allen teaching a dance class to like one of the girls from Brit, who's from Dancing with the Stars. Debbie Allen's her hero, and she went and like
it's down the street. Like
Debbie Allen
we can go. Like if we want to take a class, we can take a class down the street. To me,
Debbie Allen is younger than Tracee Ellis Ross. Like.
Yeah.
She was not giving old.
No, she doesn't. And that's what I'm saying. Their mom just died this year.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, but don't jinx it.
Yeah. But I feel like that's one that we're going to be having. Like when we're old, she's still going to be here.
Yes. Yeah. Wait, didn't they do Rocky Horror Picture Show? They did. How'd they do that? Right? Didn't Victoria Justice do it?
Was it the full thing or was it just like a tribute?
Maybe it was a tribute. Wait, Victoria Justice. Hold on. No, a remake of a horror comedy musical about it. It's on Amazon. Directed by Kenny Ortega. That's why we got it sexy. That's why. With Laverne Cox, Victoria Justice, Annalee Ashford, Adam Lambert, Christina Milian.
Oh, I do remember
Tim
this.
Curry.
I remember Adam Lambert.
Oh, it was Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Fox for TV. It premiered on Fox Network on October. Damn.
I did watch that. I wasn't. Rocky Horror really didn't do it for me.
It doesn't do it for me either. I think it had to have come to you at a really specific time in your life that you like are like, oh my God, I love this. But if you see it like too early or too late, it's just kind of like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm just on Elijah Kelly's IMDb being like, I need people to put him in more. I love that man.
All right. Well, have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in a full week.
In a full week. And I just want to say
2 weeks, I should say.
A thank you to The Wiz, because The Wiz is why I started acting, because I was like, it's my destiny. Because I was given, they accidentally gave me 2 lines, which I thought meant, because they forgot me the first time, but I didn't realize. But I thought it meant that I was like so incredibly talented because I had 2 lines and everybody else had 1. And so I was like, I have to do this.
Yeah.
So changed me and I love it.
All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much for listening. What do you rate this, Megan?
Oh, wow. I rate this as much love that Dorothy has for Toto.
Well, it depends on the moment.
I guess that's true. I rate this.
No. I think that's a high rating.
I mean, she's willing to give it all up for that. Yeah. I love this movie. And like, I think I'm still just shocked that this is not, like, it wasn't as popular. Because even just in general, like, the qualms and issues people have with other movie musicals, this doesn't have any of that. Like, this has with their, like, even with like Wicked, where everyone's like, oh my God, it's so desaturated. I'm like, watch The Wiz. Like, there's so much, like, the lighting and all of this kind of stuff that I'm just like, it's.
I just think it was a 1978 film led by Black people.
Yep.
And that's what it is.
And I guess it was on Criterion, which is like a lot of, had a whole surge of people reviewing it, because I don't know what month they really, it was, or what theme it was or why they did that, but a bunch of people on Letterboxd like watched it for the first time because of that and was like, wait, this movie's like really fucking good. Like, and the production value of this is insane. This would have crushed today.
Yeah.
But you're right. I think it is a cult classic, especially if it's on Criterion, that I'm like, okay, which didn't know so many of the movies I loved were very niche.
I'm going to give this 2,000 out of 300, which is very high.
Is there significance to those numbers?
No.
Okay. Out of 300 is crazy. How many flails do you give it? Yep.
Yeah. She did a great job. And if you read the reviews, they all talk about how bad she is. And I disagree.
I was like waiting for that because I remembered that. And I was like, but
no,
where?
She's doing great. She's doing
she's acting it
job.
Phenomenally. She's singing phenomenally. She's dancing like there's no miss aspect on any of that part. Like, sure, she's a little old for the role, but like, okay, you get over that in 5 seconds. Because also, like, in the context of it, the only reason why she's old for the role is because she's supposed to be a 24-year-old teacher. Her age is, like, deeply irrelevant for the entire time she's in Oz.
Yeah. Yep. She did a great job. I just think she's a diva and people hate her. That's what it is.
I want my cunts to be cunty.
Yep.
Sorry. God forbid.
Oh, it's raining and the sun's out?
Rainbow!
You know what they say in the South?
Something weird, probably. Something that will make no sense. You slap your mama, the 2 biscuits and a monkey's flying, and the pigs in the circle.
They say that the devil is beating his wife when it's raining and the sun's out.
Oh my God.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought it was going to be less coherent. I thought it was going to be one of those like.
Nope, it's not like a folksy. It's just straight to the point.
Ooh. Sorry, one more time. The devil's beating his wife? So she's crying?
No clue what it means. No clue what it means, but they're in hell, so that still doesn't make sense if it's rain.
I thought it's coming from the sky.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, maybe I'll look it up later. Report back next episode.
I saw someone else like explaining like a southern idiom that was like knee high to all this stuff, and I was like, what the fuck does any of this mean? I don't know. Also, last question. Did you play tetherball?
Yeah.
So I guess there's like places in the country where like tetherball's not a thing, and I wasn't sure where. And you've lived everywhere.
I've played it everywhere too.
Okay. I wonder where it wasn't then.
I love tetherball.
Me too.
It hurt.
Scares the shit out of me.
It hurt a lot. But when I would first move in elementary school and didn't really have any friends, like you could just go to the tetherball line and then play, and then that's how I met people.
Yep.
Or Foursquare.
Yep. We also had these like weird like wood circle, like octagon things that kind of looked like hot tubs, and like you would get in there and just like beat the shit out of each other with balls. I forget what it was called.
That one.
Sounds experimental, which sounds like a lot of what we did. When do we tell them what we're doing next? Oh, we're doing Wicked.
Yeah.
Okay.
For
good.
Wicked.
For good.
We're doing Wicked for good.
We're doing Wizard, the good and the bad, which is what you called it the last time. Oz, the good, thin, the bad, the ugly. Bye.
That's the soap version. I'll write that.
Bags.
Bye.
This is a Sister Sign production hosted by me, Megan Rinks.
And me, Melisa D. Montz, plus Diamond Imprint Productions.
Post-production by Coco Lorenz.
Production assistance by Melanie D. Watson.
And music by Ryan Hunter and Giacomo Picasso.
From the parents behind Law & Order comes a mystery the whole family can enjoy. Patrick Picklebottom Everyday Mysteries. Step into the whimsical world of Patrick Picklebottom, a precocious 11-year-old with a love for reading and an uncanny ability to solve mysteries. Inspired by the beloved children's book of the same name, this podcast vividly brings Patrick's tales of deduction and everyday adventures to life as he unravels baffling enigmas and solves clever cases. Patrick Picklebottom Everyday Mysteries is perfect for kids and is just as entertaining for grown-ups who love a good mystery. The whole family can listen now, wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Tom.
Okay, so you want to tell him, or you want me to tell him?
No. I got this. I want people out there.
Yeah.
People, lean in. Get close. Listen, here's the deal.
We have big news.
We got monumental news. We got snacktacular news.
Yeah, after a brief hiatus, my good friend Michael Ian Black and I are coming back.
My good friend Tom Cavanaugh and I are coming back to do what we do best.
What we were put on this earth to do.
To pick a snack.
To eat a snack.
And to rate a snack.
Scientifically.
Emotionally.
Spiritually.
Mates is back.
Mike and Tom Eat Snacks is back.
A podcast for anyone with a mouth.
With a mouth. Available wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye, Kyle! Did the sound of those words call to you like Pavlov's dog? Then you might enjoy our podcast, Turtle Time.
Every week, you can join me, Riley Hamilton, and my co-host, Amy Scarlotta, as we cover the most pressing Bravo news and dig into the new episodes to answer important questions like, who the hell is Adrian Malouf in this world?
Listen to Turtle Time on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday.